Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome. Hi, I'm Grace, your host, and I'm a mindful living and wellbeing coach for women. And for nearly a decade, I have been finding ways to soften out of survival mode and return to myself through mindfulness, nervous system regulation, and practices that support deep, sustainable well-being. Thank you for joining me for another episode. Today I want to talk about something that has been bringing a smile to my face and a deep sense of gratitude to my heart. I want to talk about friendship, more specifically the beautiful gift of women's friendship and why we need one another. This episode was inspired by a day I recently spent with a dear friend. She picked me up in the morning, and from the moment I hopped into the car, we chatted all the way into town. We stopped for a coffee at a lovely cafe and then settled in to watch the first film of a festival we had been looking forward to. Afterwards, we emerged from the darkness of the cinema, blinking into the afternoon light, and headed back to the cafe for takeaway soup before settling in for the second session. By the time we came out again, night had fallen. Rather than heading straight home, we drove to another part of town where there was an evening light show and food vans. We wandered amongst the lights, shared dinner, enjoyed a gentle walk, and eventually made our way home, chatting the whole way. Nothing grand, nothing extravagant, and yet, when I woke up the next morning, I realised something. My cup was full. Not because I had achieved anything, not because I had been productive, not because I had crossed things off a list, but because I had spent the day in the company of someone who knows me, sees me, and shares life's ordinary moments with me. And I found myself thinking, this is joy. Sometimes, especially as women, friendship can slip down the list of priorities. There are children to raise, partners to support, businesses to run, parents to care for, housework, commitments, responsibilities, and endless to-do lists. And somewhere amongst all of that, friendship quietly waits in the wings. We tell ourselves we'll catch up soon. We'll make time later. Life will slow down eventually. But the truth is, friendships aren't just nice to have. They are nourishment. Women need women, not because we are incomplete without one another, but because we are designed for connection. There is something profoundly healing about sitting with someone who listens without trying to fix, someone who laughs with us, someone who remembers our stories, someone with whom we can simply be ourselves. What I find fascinating is that science is beginning to confirm what women have known intuitively for centuries. Healthy relationships support our well-being. And when we feel safe and connected, our nervous systems soften. Stress hormones decrease, our bodies release oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone, which promotes feelings of trust, calm, and belonging. Perhaps this is why we often feel lighter after spending time with a dear friend. Nothing external may have changed, and yet everything feels different. We breathe a little deeper. We smile a little easier. Life feels more manageable. Connection itself is medicine. We often think joy has to come from big events, a holiday, a milestone, a major achievement. But I've been learning that joy is often much quieter than that. Joy might look like coffee in your favourite mug, a warm bowl of soup shared between movies, a conversation that meanders without urgency, laughing over nothing in particular, walking beneath lights on a winter's evening. The ordinary moments become extraordinary. because of who we share them with. Perhaps joy isn't something we have to chase. Perhaps it is something we notice, something we allow ourselves to receive, something already waiting for us in the midst of everyday life. Maybe you're listening today and realizing that it's been a while since you've contacted a friend. Perhaps life has been busy. Perhaps friendships have changed. Perhaps you've moved, retired, become an empty nester, or simply found yourself in a different season. Please know that you're not alone. Friendship doesn't always happen by accident. Sometimes it requires intention, a phone call, a message, an invitation for coffee, joining a group, saying yes when we'd rather stay home, and perhaps most importantly, allowing ourselves to be known. Because meaningful connection isn't just something we offer others, it's something we deserve to receive too. I'd love to leave you with this question. What fills your cup? Not what impresses other people, not what makes you feel productive, but what genuinely nourishes your heart. And who are the people with whom you feel most yourself? Perhaps this week you might reach out to someone, send a message, arrange a coffee, take a walk together, or simply let someone know how grateful you are for their friendship. Because life's greatest treasures are rarely things. They are moments, shared moments, and hearts that walk alongside us. And if you're longing to create more moments of calm, joy, and connection with yourself, I'd love to invite you to my self-paced 21 days of mindfulness for women's well-being. This gentle experience offers 21 days of guided meditations and reflections designed to help you slow down, quiet the noise, and reconnect with what truly matters. You can begin whenever you're ready and move through the journey at a pace that feels supportive and nurturing. Because well-being isn't about striving or adding more to your already busy life, it's about coming home to yourself. One breath, one moment, one day at a time. Thank you for spending this time with me today. And until next time, may you find joy in the ordinary, gratitude in the everyday, and may your cup be filled by beautiful souls who walk beside you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.